Hello there everyone! The ESL Pro League's Group B has come to an end. Let's take a look at the results of teams during Group B, and Blast officially announced the new major. Bumych is already asking to be taken into a new team, and in general, the video will definitely have some interesting updates today. As for you, you can always leave a like to the video in order to support the work put into it. And we will start! Finally, NIP's coach explained why they signed Alexi B. We have felt for a long time that we needed new energy in the team. Besides, this decision was not made spontaneously. We have been discussing this for quite some time. We considered taking both Swedish players and the players from international scenes. I felt that the management had come to a joint understanding in the sense that there was simply no player from Sweden who would fit into the team. That is why we decided to resort to making an international squad, given the wider selection of players. Probably, the chance to have more options on the international scene was the main reason for the restructuring process. Of course, it was a common decision. Everyone participated in decision making. The players, me, and the others. And if someone didn't feel quite comfortable with it, then we would never have taken this step at all. As for Brolin, he was probably one of the first people I talked to when we had this idea. It will certainly be difficult for some of them because many of them have spoken Swedish throughout their entire careers. But we all want to follow this path. Everyone was involved in making the decision. I understand that it looks strange judging from a distance, but Brolin himself really wanted to give a try to these changes. Our attack was a little weak, and it didn't really depend on Hampus. It's more about the overall energy and how we communicate. Besides, I knew that Hampus wanted to get rid of his duties as captain. After talking with him, there was a feeling that it would be a good idea to bring something new with a fresh energy. Then we just started discussing it with Alexi B, and we got what we needed. Now I know that Hampus will shine in his role, where he takes the place of a secondary coordinator or something like that, because he's an incredibly good shooter. Well, that sounds quite logical, doesn't it? But we will see how it will look in action. And the next news is straight up fire. Blast officially announced that the next major will take place in Paris. It will be held from May 8th to May 21st next year. It will definitely be the best major in history. We will simply drown in that sea of high quality content. And moving on, it also became known which tournament Bumych's new team will take part in. It's going to be a tournament named Patricky Vibe. That's a LAN tournament in Moscow, which will be held from September 12th to September 15th. It will be a purely media tournament. Both K23 and Dosia's team will take part there. They even managed to get on HLTV. No, this is definitely not IEM Cologne's level and surely not the ESL Pro League's level. But you have to be in something, right? The prize fund stands at $10,000. Well, after seeing this prize fund, I bet Bumych wanted to go back to the tier 1 scene.
Ладно, я пойду покурю, пацаны, бля. Может, почту открою, инвайты в команду.
По-моему, только ты выиграл клатчи в этой игре.
Сука, в команду!
Бля, жалко, ты РМР с нами не смог сыграть.
Да.
Сейчас бы на Мальту вместе бы.
Well, now, let's talk about the results of Group B at the ESL Pro League. FaZe effortlessly defeated Big. MIBR achieved their first victory against FTW, and G2 made an incredible comeback in the match against the Outsiders. At one point on Ancient, they were losing with a score of 2-12. It turns out that G2 finishes the group stage without a single map given away. This happens for the first time in history. So, HOOXI came and already began to break records. And by the way, he took the MVP of the match again for the third time in a row. And Monacy sends you greetings from Twitter. G2 comes out taking first place, then there's FaZe and VP. These are the results of Group B. Then we have more to review with Group C and Group D in the future. So there's a bunch of top CS ahead. We will be monitoring all of this. Alright guys, until next time, goodbye to all.